Hello folks. Today what we're going to be doing is the Phase 2 Flexi Come. The Phase 2 Flexi Come, the purpose of this exercise is to teach your dog the full rules they need to know for coming when called with distractions. We're not going to expect the dog at this stage to actually come off leash with distractions. This just prepares them for it. They learn all the rules, and then we actually practice off leash in Phase 3. The prerequisite before you do this exercise is you need to make sure, one, your dog knows their Phase 2 complete sits, and also you need to make sure your dog's completed Phase 1 completely, of course, because in there the dog should understand at least what the word come means, and that if they do come, they will get a treat for coming. So today I have helping me Earl Dunn from Custom Canine Training, based out of New Jersey, and he's going to test to see if I understand the word come.
Mike, come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good boy, Mike.
Good. Looks like I understand the word come. So that is your prerequisite. You need to make sure the dog understands the word come. And that's Phase 1 exercise. Now, next thing we need to do is when your dog understands the word come is we need to make sure you know how to use the Flexi correctly. And Earl has the Flexi, and I'm going to hold on to the Flexi and stick it on my pinch collar, because we do use the pinch collar for this exercise. I'll twist it around so I get good correction here. Now, when you use the Flexi, the best correction, from here is going to be from actually backing up with it, and then at the last moment, as you're moving backwards, you just kind of press the button with your finger. So Earl's going to back up, and he just presses the button for a second. Oh, I get a nice little pop there. That was good. Now, also, what you can do, just to add a little more oomph to motivate the dog if the dog doesn't care too much about it, is you can kind of flick your wrist at the end, and at the last part of the flick of your wrist, you pop the button too. So watch Earl add that to it. He backs up, little flick of the wrist, good. And I got a nice little pop. That was good. This is actually more comfortable than the martingale. All right, good. Neck was sore after some of the martingale stuff. All right, good. So I'm using the pinch collar because, of course, I don't want to do anything on your dog that I wouldn't do on myself. So we're using the pinch collar, and this is the proper collar for this exercise. Okay, so show that one more time. He backs up and a pop. Good, very good. So that's how we're going to actually correct. Now, there's going to be 3 reasons that we teach the dog to come here, which is all based on the dog training Trinity, which should be a chart that you can find on in your literature. But there's 3 reasons, right? 1, I'm going to come because it's good to. I'm going to probably get something good when I get over to Earl. All right, hence banana Cheerios we got again today. Even though I had those for breakfast, but I'll take more. 2, which the dog just starts learning today, or I'm just learning today, is that I have to come. That if I don't come, there is a correction that is involved. Now, the correction is going to be done the same way as we do in all the other exercises, following the predictable chain reaction of commands, which we'll demonstrate in a moment. The 3rd reason to come is that we let the dog, when we're practicing, and whenever we can in real life, go back to what their distraction was. So my distraction will be this little bulldog over here. And we put those all together, and we're going to get the best recall, and it's the best way to practice for this exercise. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show some different things that can happen when we're teaching the dog. So the first thing that's going to happen is when Earl calls me, I'm actually going to listen. So if he calls me and I listen, what he's going to do, as soon as I turn around, he's going to praise me, and he's going to back up on a straight line. All right, he's not going to veer. He's going to go on a straight line to encourage me to go all the way to him and to show him that I am not going to, that I have to adjust to him, not the other way around. When I get to him, I'm going to sit, and he's going to give me the goodie when I free up. Now notice the 3 key points where he's going to praise. As soon as I start coming, when I actually sit, and then when he frees me, he can actually he can give me praise and a reward. All right, so he's gonna try one of those while I'm a little distracted over here. Hey there, little bulldog. What's your name?
Mike, come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good boy.
Good. So ideally, that's what's going to happen. All right. Now, this next one over here, he's gonna call me, and I'm not going to come. So when I don't come, he's going to do the same predictable chain reaction we did with the complete sits, the complete downs, the climb at this point. So he's going to tell me to come, then he's going to say no, and then he's going to give me a second come with a flexi pop when I am distracted. All right, so I'm going to get distracted with the bulldog here. So hey, hi, are you a boy? I'm a boy too. Are you neutered? I know you can't really tell, but I still have him back there. But my wife wants to.
No. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. That was good. So I got corrected there again. I checked to see if I had to come. I said, oh, I don't have to come. He gave me a no, and then I got popped. So we'll do that one again. Yeah, so like as I was saying, my wife wants to neuter me because we have 2 kids already, and I'm telling I don't know about that. I don't even do that to my own dog.
Come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. Good. So that was good. Good little point here. Notice Earl, when I do get to him, he's giving me a little reminder to sit, to kind of set me up for success so I finish it off the right way. And that's good. If your dog doesn't seem to sit automatically at this point, give the dog a little sit command. We'll go over in a minute if your dog doesn't sit when he gets to you. Wow, this thing's pretty hot. Okay, next thing we're going to do is show how your dog, if you're doing this to your dog and your dog actually listens on the word no, obviously you don't have to praise the dog at that point. So when you do you give the name command, and on the no, if the dog turns around, just good boy. Do everything else the same. All right. So okay, as I was saying, what do you got back over here? You got Cheerios. This is what Earl has. You want to share any of these with me?
Mike, come.
Screw Earl.
No.
Nope.
Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. Yeah. Okay, good. So I listened on the word no, and so now I got corrected for not coming. I understand that if I come on the no, I don't have to get corrected, and if I come right away, I don't get corrected at all. Now, the other thing that could happen is you could go through the whole process and the dog not get corrected, not actually respond to the first correction. If that's the case, what you're going to do is you're actually going to just, the same way you would do a sit or a down, where you would just keep saying sit, sit, or if you're like Mike, sit, no, sit, sit until I do it, and then praise. Earl's going to do the same thing. If I don't come, he's going to say, Mike, come, no, come, and give me a pop, and if I don't come, he's just going to keep going, come, and pop me with the flexi until I come and then actually start praising me again. So let's see how that goes. All right. So what do you want to play? Huh? You're not very active.
Mike, come.
Come on.
No.
Do something.
Come.
That guy, I don't care
Come,
about that guy.
come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. All right.
All right. Okay, so those are most of the possibilities that could happen when you tell the dog come. Now, the next thing we're going to go over is as I'm coming to Earl, I can actually abort mission, decide I just don't want to go anymore. If that happens, what he's going to do is as soon as I decide not to go to him, he's going to say the word no, and if I turn back around on the word no and go to him, he's going to praise me again. If not, if he has to repeat the word come, I get another pop. So as I come, and as soon as I stop going to him, he's going to say no, and then give me a pop and say come to continue me to go over to him. This is the same thing we do with the sits and the downs and everything else. Once I actually start going to Earl, it's basically a silent stay. I'm doing it's a move and stay, but it is a stay. I'm staying in the command of coming. So think if you put your dog in a sit, a down, or a climb, like we learned, is if they're in the sit and they're in their stay, they're fine, they're doing the command. But as soon as they start to get up, you would say no, and then repeat the word and correct them back into position. So we're doing the same thing if I break the come. I'm coming, he's going to praise me, I stop doing it, he's going to give a no, and then he's going to give correction. So we'll show you how that's supposed to look. So here. Wow, I dropped one. Yeah, anyway, it's kind of a drag doing these recall exercises, right? Because after all, we have the Cheerios over here. We have each other.
Mike, come.
Much more fun than Earl.
No, good boy. Good boy. No, come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. That was good. So Earl taught me a good lesson there that I have to keep coming. Let's see that one more time, because that's an important one. So anyway, can I sniff your belly? Give you a tummy rub?
Mike, come. Good boy. Good boy. No, come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good.
Good. Very good. Okay. So those are working well. I'm really learning that it's got to continue coming. Now, next thing we're going to do is special technique in case your dog actually veers off. Now, we want our dog coming straight to us, but sometimes they'll kind of veer off or just go in a completely different direction while they're coming. So to teach the dog to get them into the habit of coming straight to you, what you're going to do is a technique where you kind of lift your arm, and depending on which way your dog veers off, you're going to move it to the side, the opposite of where the dog is going, and lock your wrist and press the button at the end. I like to compare this to a scene in one of the greatest movies of all time called The Karate Kid. You might be familiar with it. I think it won numerous awards. And there's one scene where he has to learn to do it was a lot of scenes where he has to wax on, wax off, paint the fence. He's doing all kinds of things. But one of the things that this karate guy's master, Mr. Miyagi, one of the greatest martial artists of all time, teaches him to do is paint the house. And when he teaches him to paint the house, he says go side to side and lock your wrists at the end. All right? This is the same exact famous martial arts move that Mr. Miyagi taught Danielson in the movie. So what you're going to do is, as I veer off, he's going to paint the house and move his arm to one side and lock his wrist at the end. And that'll kind of veer me back in. What he's basically going to be doing is funneling me into him. So as soon as I veer off, he's going to give one no. He's going to back up on a straight line. Very important to stay on a straight line like you're on a beam and funnel the dog into you. So I sit nice and straight in front of Earl. All right, so we'll try that one. Hey there, buddy. So anyway, you're pretty boring. You haven't really done anything. I feel like I've been kind of been the whole conversation maker.
Mike,
You haven't even tried to put.
Good boy. Good. No. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good boy, Mike.
Good. Wow, that was pretty good. All right. So we'll see that again. Notice he put his arm out to the side, locked wrist, painted the house. We'll do that again. And I might mess up a couple of times on this one. Who knows? Hey, so can you give me paw? I know how to do paw. Do you know how to do paw? I know how to do transitional sits already. Transitional downs, complete sits and downs.
Mike, come.
Push-ups.
Good boy. Good boy. No. Come. Good boy. No. Come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good boy, Mike.
Wow, sure seems like I really have to go straight to you, Earl. I went down one way. Okay. All right. Now, notice he's saying the word no the same way as I veer off before the correction. We want to be fair to the dog. So this time when I go, I may just listen on the word no. All right? If I do listen on the word no and I veer off and get back on track, good boy. I'm a good boy. I haven't been getting pet much in this one. All right. So whenever Earl's ready, he could try another one with me. All right. What are you gonna do? I know you're eyeballing me. You want to fight? Is that what it is?
Mike, come.
You want to fight?
Good boy. Good boy. No. Good boy. Good. No. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. All right. That was pretty good. Now, what we're going to do now is mix everything up. We're going to mix everything up so you're going to sort of see what it looks like when you're doing a bunch of these with your dog. And then we'll go over some more details like frequency, how much you should do these, etc. All right. So we're going to mix them all up and let's see what happens. All right. Come on, man. You know what I was saying before. I just think we should fight because I kind of have an idea about your attitude here. All right.
Mike, come. No. Come. Good. No. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. I'm going right back to my distraction, which is you. I about had it with you. Try being nice. You just sit there and stare. I'm going to bite you.
No. Good boy. Good. No. Come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Play nice.
Not only that, I'm going to take all your Cheerios, boy. What you going to do now?
Mike, come. No.
What you going to do?
Good boy. Good boy. No. Come. Good boy. No. Good boy. Sit. Free. Good boy.
You see that? You made me drop my Cheerios. They're on the floor, I don't care. I'll eat them anyway. I'm a dog, ain't I? You probably lick your own private parts. I could eat Cheerios, can't I?
Mike, come.
Right?
No. Good boy. Good. No. Good boy. Good. Sit. Free. Good boy, Mike.
All right. So, you get the idea. Now, there's a few things that can also go on here. For one, it's possible, if you're not as slick as Earl, that your dog could run past you while you're doing this. It's not that probable if you're good at this, because you're going to funnel the dog in before they ever gets to you. But sometimes the dog will get... Why am I so tired doing this? Sometimes the dog will get right to you and just kind of slip away and just shoot right past you. The best way actually is just to tell your dog sit as soon as they get to you if you don't think they're going to do it. But if they catch you off guard, what you're going to do is just kind of twist your body, stay balanced, similar to when we do leash manners, and then actually back up the opposite way and have your dog adjust to you. And that's the same thing that you would do if the dog kind of sat too early or far away from you. Actually, back up, tell the dog come, make sure the dog adjusts to you. Throw in the word no first. So I'll show you what a couple of those possibilities look like with Earl. All right. So let's see how that goes. Well, I'm sorry. You want to be friends. I kind of get in the idea. You don't seem that aggressive, but Earl's being kind of annoying because every time I try to like do some interaction with you, he's kind of interrupting us. And
Mike, come. Good boy. Good boy. No. Come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good.
Boy.
Good. So that's one possibility. I actually just overshot him. And sometimes even that no, the dog will slam on their brakes and come back over to you. So let's see quick how that actually goes. Listen, if you ever want to be trained well, like me, here's one of my cards. Or actually, I don't know if Earl has any of his cards on him, but it's all right. He's actually, I think I'm a little better than him.
Mike, come. Good boy. No. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free. Good boy, Mike.
Good. So, you see how that works? It's pretty good. Now, next thing is going to happen is I'm going to come. I'm not going to go all the way to. I'm going to do a pretty good job. Maybe mess up a little, but I'm not going to go all the way to him. The worst thing is for Earl to adjust to me and come to me. He's just going to finish it by backing up and just making sure I come all the way to him. Okay, so we'll see what happens over here. So, what kind of bulldog are you anyway? I never really seen one this color brown before. Particularly one that doesn't really move much. Looks like someone chewed off your ears. Who did that?
Mike, come. Good boy. Good boy. No. Come. Good boy. No. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Free.
Good. Good. So that was pretty good. Now, that's pretty much about all the possibilities that could happen on this exercise. When you're practicing this at home with your dog, you don't have to do this many in a row. It's good when you practice this to take your dog on a Flexi, go to a park or something, or even in your yard, let them sniff around. Just do random ones. I mean, if you do one a minute when you first start, that's good, just to kind of give the dog the idea. But then afterwards, you can have your dog out for half an hour and maybe do 10 of them if you're practicing during this time. Because remember, this is still, you want the recall to be a happy exercise for the dogs. You don't want to be just yo-yoing your dog back and forth. What will happen is the dog will just stick by you, and they won't even try to go over to the distractions. And then that, of course, is bad for training. But I encourage you to also watch some videos on it being done on actual dogs in the training environment, where it's usually pretty quick paced when we're showing someone how to do something. But remember, at home, do it at a nice, slow, easy pace. Lots of praise for your dogs. It should be mostly happy, and most dogs will be more compliant than how I am right now. All right. So, anything to add, Earl? I think that's everything. I covered everything. All right. Good.
Good boy, Mike.
Yes.